in which you may find yourself. Once you are aware of it, you can make the proper changes in order for you to have a balanced discipleship once again. Even though I agree that there are many positive aspects of discipling, even in abusive groups, this book will not focus on these positive aspects. Discipling, even abusive discipling, can lead people away from materialism, bad influences, and sinful habits. Disciples can be led to grow spiritually. In this world where God's commandments are ever more violated, it is easy to overlook abuse in discipleship because of the good influences it can bring about. Still, this is no reason to avoid eliminating the non-biblical ideas and controlling behavior that can creep into any discipleship. Proper perspective is difficult to achieve, especially when we are involved. It is important, therefore, to take the time you need to develop an accurate perspective of your discipleship group. Please give yourself, as well as others who might be sharing this information with you, time to lay out all the pieces of the puzzle until you see the full picture. I encourage you to take a break from your group in order to reflect. The group may be important to you, but your life and your soul are even more important. I have used fictitious names to protect the identities of some of those I describe and quote. In some instances, I have combined their experiences to present a composite picture of typical situations. In this book, the word disciple will be used when speaking of someone who is in a learning, obedient, or submissive position as a Christian. The word discipler will be used for someone who is in a teaching, authoritative, or leadership position in a discipling relationship. Abusive discipleship refers to the practice of the subtle and coercive methods I describe throughout this book. Many observers decide that a discipling group is destructive on the basis of what they describe as weirdness. Bizarre and eccentric behaviors are most commonly only symptoms of the underlying problem. You must go to the core of the system that causes the weirdness. Don't judge a destructive group merely by how strange the leader's doctrine is, or by some bizarre actions that may take place in the group. Such failure to look beyond the symptoms is the reason many miss discovering the control or abusive elements that cause those symptoms. This book will take you into the inner workings of abusive and controlling groups to show you how they control members. I will make clear the mind games that many of the major destructively controlling groups have in common. We don't have to wait until a person is totally involved with alcohol to diagnose alcoholism, because we have documented evidence of what to look for in the beginning stages of alcoholic addiction. Similarly, learning to see the framework of controlling actions will enable you to identify an abusive church even at the beginning stages. Learn about these mind control games and free yourself with the power of the information you will find in this book. Chapter 1. The Discipleship Game. You agree to wait for confirmation from your discipler before making important decisions. This works out to be getting permission. Let's start by playing a game. Choose 6 numbers between 1 and 12. What you don't know is that I have decided I don't want you to choose numbers 4, 7, or 10. On the other hand, I do want you to take numbers 2 and 5. The rest are of no consequence to me. What are the chances you will pick the ones I want you to choose and not choose the ones I don't want you to? Not very good, are they? How could I get you to pick the ones I want without telling you? How could I convince you to make my choices become your choices, but make you think that you decided? That is easy. I could play a manipulative discipleship game. First, before you started the game, I would teach you that, although this may be your first time playing, I have played this game a lot. In fact, I have spent so much time in prayer and study that God now inspires me to know the best choices for you. Then we would begin to play. After 2 choices, I would tell you that it is God who wants us to agree on each choice. This I would